Hello, everybody. Just checking if you are there. I saw some comments already, so I guess you are there. You are there. Some people are there. This is brilliant. I'm so pleased. And there we go again. It's been a little bit on and off, but yes, there is just so much going on, and I'm finally back. I'm back in London, and there is a lot that is planned and that is happening over the next few weeks and months. And you may have seen already that I'm also doing a daily format at present, at least a weekday format, every Monday to Friday at 5 p.m. UK time, which is 9 a.m. Yeah, 9 a.m. Eastern time. So it's a morning greeting there, and lunchtime 12 noon in no, that's Pacific 9 a.m. and Eastern time is at 12 noon. And yes, so it's nice to be back here, and nice to be able to say hello to everybody. It's just been such a crazy time. And let's see, I see some people are on there, and this is lovely. I'm sure some more people are following, and I hope you've been okay. I haven't really been on here for a long time, well, for 2 months now, or 1.5 months, because I had this crazy idea of putting two surgeries in 1 month, or in fact, I left 10 days in between, and that was indeed knocking me out a little bit more than I thought it might. But recovering well, and it's all okay. It was all pre-planned, but just needed to be done. And this is where we are at present, and giving it lots and lots of Reiki. And yes, I was looking at what's going on in the world, and the world is just so outrageously crazy. The world is mad. And well, I'm sure you agree. If we read the news, then there is just so much going on, and there is so little really positive going on. A lot of people are trying things, but it seems as if there is no matter what effort is made, somehow things are not really going forward, and sometimes it's quite scary what's going on. And when I walk around London, when I get on public transport, I find everything is more hectic than it used to be. It's more kind of fast paced, and it seems nobody is really relaxed, and that is a strange thing and a strange observation. And when I look at the emails I'm getting daily, oops, excuse me, I'm sorry. When I look at the emails I'm getting daily, there is also so much questioning about everything. It seems that people get into panic straight away. They are reading something, they don't understand it quite away, they don't understand the process, and so they are scared about what's going on, and if everything is about to collapse. It's just very, very strange what's going on in the world. And and I tend to find that it is really difficult to then get home and sit down and find your inner peace. And this is something that I thought we'd just look at today, how we can find our inner peace and maybe even turn things into the opposite. All this craziness, all the negativity that we find, and the challenges, and turn that somehow into something where we feel okay. Maybe I can even find some meaning in there. And this is something that I would like to do just a few exercises, just getting into that and see what we can really do. And what is just coming now, and that's really interesting. So let's just do something really crazy. What is coming now is this idea. So if we look at the world, um, and find the world is mad. The world is going mad. The world is more challenging, crazier, more antagonistic than ever. Why is that so? So let's just ask Reiki. Let's just get some intuition. So I would just like to invite you for a moment to connect to Reiki, to close your eyes and just feel the connection. And now just ask Reiki, ask the universe, why is the world, or why does the world appear so mad, so crazy, so frantic, so fragmented at present? Why is this, or why does it look like this? And then just move up to your third eye and see what comes into your mind. And then slowly come back to bring your hands down, take a moment to thank Reiki for the insight, and come back into the here and now. Well, I wonder what you got as an answer. And I'm sure there are different layers, different levels, and different approaches. But what I got was the world is not necessarily more crazy, but we see so much more of the world all the time, everywhere. What I got was very much that uh, well, is there the saying, good news is no news or something like that? It's boring. So the news are bombarding us with anything and everything. And I'm probably saying something really terrible here, but was it yesterday? This big three-mast ship that was kind of moving into Brooklyn Bridge on the East River in New York. And of course, I was looking at that, and then I read an article about it. And one could argue to a certain degree there is so much happening in the world. There is so much tragedy and so many difficulties. Is it really that important for me in London to know that there was an accident with a ship in America? I mean, of course it's tragic for the people involved, but it wasn't a mass incident. And we constantly get that. And when I look at the news here in the UK, there are some news outlets, they constantly show accidents. Just on this freeway, on this motorway, there was an accident this morning, and then somebody was there with a, is it called a dash cam, I think, and they get some live footage, and you move from there to, I don't know, whatever, some climate problem and some torrential rainfalls, and you see that and you think, how can I deal with all this? And so I feel to a certain degree, well, we get the information, yes, but we really can't deal with it. But what we can do is we can realize where we are at present and what matters to us right now. What is important, what is impacting us, and what can we impact. So it's almost like slowing down things. And of course, world events do impact a lot of us, but also not always immediately or directly. We feel very sad, we feel very sorry, we wish we could change things, and sometimes we can, often we can't. But there is our world as well. And that is so interesting. When I sit here at the moment, I'm looking outside and the sun is slowly setting, and I see some treetops, and it's very quiet. So if I do not switch on the news, I am just here. And we can go even further. And I just saw Carol's comment, go deeper within. We can say, okay, we are in this place. So we are, of course, we are in the world, but we are in a certain part of the world, whether we are on the subway, we are sitting in our car, we are walking, we are at work, we are sitting at home, we are preparing dinner. This is where we are at present. So to come a little bit more into the moment and take a deep breath and say, okay, well, I am here. I'm still here. And this is where I am. I find already helps. And so I think when we sometimes really just sit down for a moment and just take a deep breath and think, okay, this is where I am now. This is my body. This is where I sit or where I stand. This is how I feel. And then take a moment to use our breath to just calm down and let go. I feel this is a great starting point, and we'll be going a little bit deeper in a moment. But I do feel this is a great starting point into just finding our inner anchor again. Let's just do that for a moment. Let's just use the breath for a moment. Just close your eyes and just notice that you are breathing, which of course is something that we can do anywhere and everywhere. Just notice that we are breathing, just slowly breathing in and slowly breathing out, just following your breath. And now let's make the inhalation the same length as the exhalation. Just slowly breathing in and slowly breathing out. And let the calm of the breathing and the regularity of the breathing filter into every fiber of your body and your being. Slowly breathing in, slowly breathing out. And then slowly come back into the here and now. And suddenly things have changed, have shifted, and we are here. And from this being here, being in the now, we can go deeper. I'm just reading another comment here from Deborah, and she said what came to her was that many people are feeling an energy shift and they are not prepared to flow, moving forward. They are scared to move away from what we have known. And yes, the more we develop, the more there are changes. And these changes can be quite unsettling sometimes. And then we get into a panic and we try to work on all sorts of things. But in order to really develop and in order to go with the flow, we need to find our own flow and go really, really deep inside. And again, let's just take a moment to ask Reiki how to find our inner anchor, how to let the madness not getting hold of us as well. Let's just ask. And it may just be very individual and very personal again for everybody. Just take a moment once more to connect to Reiki. And you feel the connection, just ask, what can I do to not be caught in this madness and to keep and find inner peace and calm? And just slowly move up to your third eye. And see what comes into your mind. And then come back into the here and now. Again, it would be interesting to see what you received. For me, it was very clear. And it was also very simple. Take breaks. Take regular breaks. Just move away physically or at least mentally for a moment from what you're doing at present and just take a break. And fill this break with a deep breath and fill this break with some Reiki. Just regularly throughout the day, give yourself some Reiki. Just connect to Reiki and just place your hands on your heart and just feel the connection. I tend to call it emergency Reiki, and it's just such a beautiful way to reconnect and to just know there is some guidance, there is help out there. And if we don't quite know what to do next, if we feel completely entangled in all the madness around, then just ask Reiki to help. And then take a moment to thank Reiki and just go back to what you have been doing, but you may start from a different angle or with a different perspective. This is what came. It's just a few ideas to deal with all the madness. And maybe the madness can really help serving us in a way that we think, okay, I can't deal with it anymore. So what else can I do? And then we find our routine to reconnect more regularly and really just feel the help, feel the connection again and again. So another way, of course, getting help is simply receiving Reiki. And I would like to invite you to join me for a Reiki share, an online Reiki share, just for a few moments. Connect to Reiki, connect with everybody on this Reiki share who is live here and who will be joining at a later stage as well. And just connect and let Reiki flow. And if you have any problems, any struggles at present, just set your intention that this powerful Reiki from so many people will help you deal with this problem. So when you're ready, just once more connect to Reiki. And if you've learn Reiki 2, you can use the connection symbol. Otherwise, just set your intention to then connect with everybody for this Reiki share. And just feel the flow of Reiki. Feel the flow through you, through your hands to everybody, and just feel how you receive it from everybody at the same time as well. And just become aware of the peace and the calm, the healing, the love that we are receiving when we are connected to Reiki. Isn't it just so amazing to be able to do both at the same time? Share Reiki with everybody and receive Reiki. It's like a big circle or web of healing and connection. I somehow feel that this is really important for everybody. So let's just give it another few moments to just receive the healing and to send healing to everybody else. And then just take a moment to thank Reiki and come back into the here and now. Well, I thank you so much also for sending me healing, which is still very much needed and appreciated after my surgeries. I know that there's so many people here who do need Reiki, need the help and the healing. And I felt it very, very powerfully. So I'm so, so pleased that we were able to share this again. And please do make sure, if you can, to just once a day connect with Reiki Daily, this new project. I'm doing it for a month, and let's see how it goes. And if that's well received, then I'm happy to continue that further. And there will be lots of exercises and just a few moments, 10 minutes of just reconnecting, of looking at things in a different way, taking our mind off what we have been doing. And I'd also be very, very happy, very grateful for your input, for any suggestions, what could be done on these shows. And yes, for now, I thank you so, so much for joining me once more for the Reiki Revolution Live. And have a wonderful rest of the day and, well, rest of the week. And hopefully see you tomorrow for Reiki Daily. And I just once again need to find the right button. I think it's somewhere there. And I say goodbye.